DT Kyle Williams opening statement. You know what, before I answer a question, I want to say that our fans and the people here are the toughest damn people in the world. They're why I've been here so long, and the reason I enjoy being here so much. They deserve as much credit as anybody, and I love being here and I love playing for those guys. It's amazing, it's awesome. Cue the atmosphere of the game. I guess we can talk about the fans. The atmosphere, people sticking around through an entire overtime, where there's only 14 total points in a game like that. What did that mean to you as a player? Like I said, I've been here a long time, and they've never failed to lift my spirits, get me going, and surprise me, honestly. Obviously, a lot of things could go wrong, but to pull it out in basically a quagmire, this is a good thing. Q. When you see LeSean McCoy hit that hole, what was your reaction as you were seeing him go away? I'm standing there with a couple of guys and I said, you know, Shady's going to break one and run it in because I don't know if my heart can take a field goal try in this, and literally 2 plays later, he did. As soon as I saw him break it with no flags, I literally wheeled and ran straight inside. They would have had to come drag me out of here if they told me a didn't count. RB LeSean McCoy. Q. What is it about the snow? I mean, I know you had to run the ball, but still, does it bring out the best in you? Being a Pennsylvania kid, I've played in the snow before, which is crazy because I never had a lot of snow games in high school. But at Pittsburgh, I played in maybe one snow game and then the one in Philadelphia. I don't know, I still can cut and run like if there was no snow. I slip here and there. There were some cuts that I missed today that I slipped on. For the most part, I was running, I was cutting, I was stopping, you know, where other guys were slipping. Maybe I know I'm going to get the ball a lot, so I try to just play that extra good, if that makes sense. Q. What can you say about the mental toughness of this team, and learned how this game kind of unfolded? You guys get punched in the mouth with under a minute to play and go into overtime. Maybe just walk me through the mental toughness this team had to illustrate today. Well, I think just this with this game, you never can predict the weather. You can predict going out there and playing hard, fighting hard, competing, but the weather is something you can't control. For us, just come out there and play hard the whole game. Once they kind of scored, it was tough, but then we regrouped, we got together. We went down and scored in overtime. Joe had to come in there, which was a big role for him, asked to take care of the team, manage the team, be a leader, and did a great job of that. DT Deontay Thompson outside fixing a go route, we really needed it at the time. The guys up front blocked really well, and I got a chance to bounce it outside and score. Just all together, from the defense to the offense to special teams, and they don't get as much credit as they should get, the special teams. These conditions, the weather, punting, kickoff, and the guys that play hard for snaps, yeah, that's tough. All together, the mental toughness was extremely great today. Head coach Sean McDermott. Q. Can you talk a little bit about the offensive line creating holes for LeSean and keeping forward progress? That was huge. Yes, that's huge. To be able to run the ball, we were able to run it. We did get some chunks in there and then we just stayed after it, and stayed after it. That's really where the game was won, is up front. Even on Joe Webb's long pass to Deontay Thompson there, that was a big-time play in these types of conditions, and Joe was able to have time in the pocket to get it done, so, well done by the offensive line. Q. How impressed were you by what Peterman was able to do, as limited as it was, especially the throws to Benjamin at the end of the first half? Yeah, I thought he executed well. I thought Rick Dennison called a good game as far as that goes, and we got the ball to Kelvin in matchup situations there, which was big for us before half. There wasn't a whole lot of the ball moving prior to that on their side or our side. I thought that was key to score before half, and that type of drive, that type of execution in those types of conditions was pretty impressive. Q. Would you consider that pretty improbable, that you went 80 yards in that moment? That seemed pretty improbable at the time. Right. Again, a 2-minute situation in those types of conditions, really isn't 2-minute, or is it, hey, let's run the ball, let's see what we can get and then go from there based on the new situation we found ourselves in. KB doing what KB does. Buff Go Bills. Pick.twitter.com Vapuppy, Buffalo Bills at Buffalo Bills December 10, 2017. WR Kelvin Benjamin. Q. What was it like out there for you playing in this type of snow? I was like a kid, man. I was having fun with it, just embracing it. It was very windy, but at the same time, we had to go out there and get the win, and we did. Q. What did you see in the second quarter? Your 21-yard catch and then the next play, the 2-count catch. Walk us through those 2 plays. They were just simple plays, man on the high side, single high safety. We just had to take the shots and we did. WR Deontay Thompson. Q, walk us through the play and the catch. A, we came in the huddle. I had been telling Joe Webb I got him, man, put some air under it and throw it up. We called the play, and we made it happen. Q, what was it like, including that play, to play under these conditions? A, it was my first time. I've never played in that much snow. I'm from Belglade, Florida. We don't see this kind of snow. But it was fun, actually. I'm not going to lie, it was fun. This is a game you dreamed about as a kid, playing in snowy games, running around, playing football, having fun, so it definitely was a fun day. Q, you had a really clean catch with your hands. It looks like you really picked it. Were your hands cold? How did you? A, I was cold, wet, everything. But I get paid to make that catch, so it's what I have to do. Joe Webb, our team rallied today. It was a great job by Shady to put the team on his back and finish the game. We needed that win to get our momentum going. Insbopic.twitter.com Yo9EOCO4L4 Buffalo Bills at Buffalo Bills December 10, 2017 QB Joe Webb. Q, this team seems to be a team that has embraced being the underdog, has guys that have been casted away. You personally have changed positions, changed teams. To get this chance, to get this team this big win, to stay in the playoff hunt. What was the message? Reactions in the locker room kind of sum up the emotions of this win. A, it was a great team win. It was a much needed win for us. Just to boost our confidence, build momentum, to show these guys we can do this. A lot of guys haven't made the playoffs on the Bills team. Me, Kelvin, Mike Tolbert, we went to the playoffs in Carolina. Even Coach McDermott has been to the playoffs. We know what it takes. It was a great win by the Bills and we are going to continue to work. Q, how did it feel to have your second chance? You threw that interception in the fourth quarter and it almost slipped away from you and then you went into overtime. How did that feel? A, it felt good. In this league, you don't get second chances a lot. For me to have that second chance, it was a blessing. The team rallied around. Great job by the defense getting the offense the ball back and we just executed. LaShawn McCoy made a great run at the end. Sing that shout song. Buffalo Go Bills. Pic.twitter.com GibFSF2F Buffalo Bills at Buffalo Bills December 10, 2017 CB Tredavious White. Q, does it make it all that much better that you came away in a long game, miserable weather like this, and you guys are celebrating a win as opposed to going through those conditions and the other? Yeah, that's what you play the game for, to get a win. What happened last week? Came out, finished the second. But today, we got back in that win column. It's a great momentum builder, to play another division game against Miami. Q, what was it like to play in snow? That's the first time, I'm assuming, you've played in snow or anything like that. A, it was exciting, but I don't like it. I can't break on the football how I like to, and being able to get out and run fast. I don't like it. Jordan Poyer. Q, were you aware that a tie is almost, in your position, like a loss, or is that something that's not really in your mind? Who's thinking about overtime, but when you're in it realizing a tie almost kills you? A, I didn't want a tie. Nobody wants to tie. At the time, we weren't really thinking about if we tie this game, what are we going to do in the future? We had a job to do at the moment, and we took care of what we had to take care of and we came out with a win. Q, was it fun playing in that? A, it was fun. It was the first time I've ever played in heavy snow. It was fun and we had a good time out there. It's always more fun when you win, obviously, but we had a great time out there and it was a good team win for us. Q, can you believe how many people made it through the game and stayed in the stands? A, unbelievable. Our fans are unbelievable. You know, to come out there in 20 degrees or minus 20 degree weather, whatever it was 20 degrees, but them being out there and supporting us, it's huge.